Now, I didn't record a video of myself saying this, so I'll leave it as an audio. Do you think any of these characters in this drama are toxic? If so, who? The woman who is flipping heads or tails wanting to be in a relationship and chasing after a guy? Or the guy who doesn't want to be in a relationship but continues to be very flirty? I'll leave that up to you guys. Man, if I can sum up this episode, I would say jealousy has been passed around throughout this entire thing with Jaeon, with Nabi, with Jiwon. Jiwon really surprised me, but I'll talk more in depth about that later on. With Nabi, she has been in a slump throughout this entire thing. Well, she's also a little sick, so that plays a part of it. But just seeing her really thinking, is her love for Jaeon real or is it jealousy? In my opinion, they're both the same, to be honest. If you like someone, you like someone. If you are jealous because that person you like is with another person, it means that you like someone. So they both merge anyway. And also, her act of jealousy really does prove that she really loves Jaeon. I mean, the first one was Nabi seeing Jaeon kiss another woman. So her act of jealousy was kissing him. Remember when Nabi saw Jaeon going out with another woman, which wasn't really him playing around, I guess. And her act of jealousy was to continue to talk to Unan. So yeah, she really does love him. And for Jaeon, it really shows that he wants to quit his womanizer ways and wants to pick one woman. Remember his talk with Sora, where he wants to set all of his butterflies free and he wants to keep one, and we know which one is it. And for Unan, I really don't see him as a threat. Well, as of right now, I really don't see him as a threat. I really don't see anyone having second lead syndrome. It's not Startup. Remember Startup? But yeah, I think it's just going to come to a point where we're just going to feel bad for the guy, and that's it. Then for Jiwon, when she showed her jealousy, I really didn't expect her to have feelings for Sol. And to be honest, I really do want Sol and Jiwon to find out their feelings for each other. If not, man, it's going to be too late. I have a feeling this drama might take that route. And if it does, man, I'm going to feel bad for these two. Like really, really bad. Like imagine it. These two have feelings for each other, not knowing their true feelings. They drift apart and end up with someone else, never knowing their feelings whatsoever. So, ooh, like at one part of me doesn't want the drama to take that route, but another part of me wants them to take that route because it'll be really interesting if they do. So at the beginning of the episode, we see Nabi kissing Jaeon, then she pulls back because he smells like cigarette, and then she leaves. Later on, we see her on her bed thinking, is her feelings for Jaeon real or is it jealousy? But again, in my opinion, they're both the same. And then after that, Nabi did ask Sol a pretty good question. If you want to kiss someone, does that mean you want to sleep with them as well? And Sol gave a good answer. It depends on the person. Matter of fact, you can apply that to any question. So really, she didn't give a good answer. She gave a safe answer, which was a pretty good answer, I guess. But yeah. Now let's get to Jaeon's jealousy. I'm going to talk about part one of his jealousy. So part one was, so we see Jaeon meeting with a woman at the airport. No surprise there. Her name is Sora. Later on that night, we see these two go out. Nabi sees Jaeon go out with a woman that she doesn't know, and she continues to be in a slump. After that, she goes to the store, she meets up with Unan, which she doesn't remember him, but then afterwards she does, and Unan and Nabi start talking. While they were talking, we see Jaeon looking at these two talking, looking jealous. So again, there's that part one of his jealousy. After that, Sola asks Jaeon, so how are your butterflies? Meaning, how are the women that he's been playing around with? And also the woman that he drew butterflies on. He says that he wants to set them free because he feels bad for them because he has them locked up. So this is a good turning point of Jaeon really quitting his ways of womanizing and picking one Nabi. And Sora, she even said herself, hey, is it fate? Because you want to keep one Nabi and you met someone named Nabi. So it's fate. Then we get to part two of Jaeon's jealousy. So in the art classroom, Unan and Nabi are talking. They're talking about this erotic movie. They're wondering if they should watch it. And then Jaeon comes in and pretty much shows his jealousy. And then Nabi, a little upset, takes Jaeon to the roof and has an argument with him. And then her act of jealousy was when Eonan asked, hey, you want to watch the movie? She looks at Jaeon and then looks at Eonan and says, yeah, let's go watch it. Now let's get to part 3 of Jaeon's jealousy. Well, I should say maybe 2.1, 2.5, but whatever. So at the festival, Nabi promised to go see Eonan, and she did, and Eonan is happy that she was there. Some random woman came up to Eonan, grabbed his arm and said, hey, let's go for drinks. Nabi is shocked. Jaeon is looking at this scene, and in my opinion, I'm thinking, Jaeon, this is you. Think about it. Whenever you're talking to Nabi, there's always a woman coming to see you. Or when you're with a woman, Nabi is pretty much the third wheel, if you think about it. So maybe this was what Jaeon was thinking while he was looking at this whole thing. And then after that, Eonan apologized. He came up with an excuse saying that she rejected him. And then Eonan went after Nabi. So, which made Nabi even more of a third wheel. And then she leaves the festival. At home, Nabi is thinking to herself, am I just a replacement? Which made me feel so bad for her because she has been the third wheel throughout this entire drama so far. Then after that, she gets a call from Jaeon. Jaeon is worried. He's really worried, which again, this is a turning point of him picking only one Nabi. So Jaeon is heading to Nabi's house. Nabi went to the store first, and then while she was coming back to her house, she sees an ambulance, she sees police cars, and she's worried. She wants to know what the heck is going on. And we see that Jaeon called the cops because Nabi wasn't picking up. And also Nabi has been coughing a lot throughout this entire episode, so he was really worried. Then after that, Jaeon was taking care of Nabi because she's also sick. He stayed overnight at her place to make sure that she was feeling better. The next morning, they got to talking, they got to kissing, and then they had sex. Now let's talk about Jiwon and Sol. So while Jiwon was out with her man, Sol was out with her man as well. Jiwon saw Sol with somebody, and you can see from her reaction that she was really jealous. Not only that, but you can also see her jealousy at the festival after Jiwon was looking at Sol do that little couple thing with her guy. And also I feel bad for the guy in the glasses who also had a crush on Sol. Man, you're gonna feel bad for a lot of people. But anyway, Jiwon's jealousy, she showed more jealousy than Sol did, but Sol didn't have enough, I guess, screen time to really show her jealousy. And also Sol is such a laid back kind of character. Well, yeah, a laid back kind of character. So for her to just burst out jealousy, I kind of think that would be out of character, but I think they're saving that for something even more impactful. Not gonna lie, I do want Sol and Jiwon to end up together. I want them to find out their feelings for each other. If not, it's gonna be too late. And also, I feel bad for 3 guys. The guy that Jiwon is with, the guy that Sol is with, and the guy with the glasses who has a crush on Sol. Yeah, those 3 guys I feel bad for. But again, overall, I do want these 2 to pretty much end up together or at least know their feelings for each other. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the episode and my review. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave it in the comments below. I know the lighting really changed. It's about to rain right now, so I'm about to hurry up and end this review. I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this episode because jealousy has definitely been passed around a lot. This was a good episode. This was a good turning point for our characters to really see them change more. And yeah, pretty much. But anyway, if you guys like this review, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.